Hi there, my name is Drew Opson. I'm a product manager here at Clearstory, and I want to walk you through our new COR reason categories feature that is designed to apply reason categories and category groups to each change order using context from the change orders. So there's three aspects to this feature for you to reference. There's the settings, where you can actually see the categories and category groups, look at the descriptions, move them around, customize these, and run a universal categorization of all your existing CORs. There's the functionality within a COR where you can actually see a reason category before submitting, as well as within the COR log. And then there's the actual underlying analytics reporting that exists where you can see this at a larger scale. So you can see this either at a project level for received change orders, or you can also see this for sent change orders, as well as at a portfolio level across offices and regions. So first, let's take a look at how you can configure your change order settings. So you're going to go here in the settings page, and you're going to go to here, reason categories, under your advanced settings. And what you'll see here is a rundown of our pre-seeded change order reason categories and category groups. So we pre-seed a series of these that exists already, and each of these have an underlying description where you can read how we are classifying this and the prompts that we're even using to help educate AI on how to categorize change orders and use these to evaluate. And within here, you can move these around, moving change order categories as well as category groups into different orders. You can also delete them if you say you want to delete a change order reason categories. You don't think that it's necessary. You have the ability to not only delete, but when you delete, if you have existing change orders assigned to that category, you can also then recategorize them to a new group if you'd like to move them in bulk. So this is managing these. By the way, if you move these around, this will affect the drop-down list that you will see in other aspects of the application. So if you'd like to say, create a new change order group, let's say data center categories, and you would like within there to have this be the first option you see in a list, you can move this to the top. And then within here, you can create your own category. Let's say fireproofing data centers. You can give it a title. You can also write a description. Additional event, natural disasters, affected. Also, type this. You can generate your description with AI. We'll then use this description to build out a prompt. And then that will be available down here. And then when you create this, you can see this here. And now since I moved this to the top, when I create a change order, I'll be able to see this as a top option. So ideally, you should first go into your settings page, go through, remove maybe a few existing categories, create any category groups or categories that you may want to see. And then once you've configured all of this in here, we allow you to categorize all of your existing change orders that are in an uncategorized state right here. And so you can click this once you feel good about all of your settings, and we will then run a full categorization of all existing data you've done to this point. So I'll start this categorization. Mine's very quick because I've already categorized the majority of this data. And then you can actually go into your change order log and see those different reason category groups and categories. So if I kind of look in here, I've added these. You can see for a subset of change orders that I've run this through, you will see a series of reason categories and category groups. Man, I think I haven't run these yet for this project, but they are visible. So now let's look and take and a look at what the change orders look like within the create change orders. So we allow change order reason categories to be created for all of our existing change orders, whether they're uploaded, bulk imported, or created. Manually created ones, we use the title and description. Uploaded ones, we are typically using any files that are attached and extracting data from them. So say within here, I say design change. We will use this information in here and be able to auto-select a category off of that information. And this may take a moment, but if you would like, you can always send the change order while we're still auto-selecting this. You also have the ability to pick a manual category, or you can totally ignore this section. And if you submit your change order without a category existing, we will pick one for you automatically in the background, and you can view that in your change order log and edit and overwrite that as well, if you would like. Each of these categories is unique and specific to your organization. So if you've customized your categories and set a change order to one of those and submit, that will be specific to you. And the person who is receiving the change order will receive a unique category in line with their settings as well. So this is done. This is made a prediction. And if I'd like, I'd say I have the ability to click and to override this if I would like. And potentially I want to actually say this is a safety violation. I can do that, and I can overwrite it here at this point, and then I can send these. Cool. So that's our change orders. Now, if we'd like to see this at kind of a roll-up level, you can see this in your contractor insights, your customer insights, and we will also have this in your company level. And if you go into either of these, you will now see a new subnav called reason categories. So select your project, as I've already done. And if you look in here, you can now view some of the data that's happened from the backfill that I was running. And so we have a couple of reporting features. We have basically a pie chart that shows the entire roll-up of all change orders and their underlying category groups, as well as their categories. If you want to switch between groups and view a more granular, you can click over here and click categories, and now you'll actually see each of the underlying categories and what they roll up into as a group. Let's take a look here at the categories, and you can also click into any of these, and you can see the underlying CORs that result in these, and you can click and take a look and see the actual dollar amount that has impacted this and what that has led to. And then we have also a breakdown over here on the side that you can also look into. Beyond this, you can also see at a project length level, or in any date range you would like, what the underlying change order reasons were for different time ranges. So perhaps you are looking, and maybe in the month of October, wow, we saw a lot of change orders occur. You can see, oh, look, a large amount of these related to, say, design changes, or I'm curious about the owner-initiated changes. And you can click into this and view this here. Then we also show on the contractor insights a contractor breakdown by category and category group, as well as a customer level if you click on the customer insights. And in here, we show it on a per contract and a per contractor basis with the totals, and you can see how they compare. And you are also able to click in to each of these and be able to see the underlying change orders that roll up to these and see the breakdown. And then finally, we show a searchable list of all of these, where if you would like, you can look and reference these. And if you want, you can also change your category within here as well, if you'd like to recategorize. So that is the overview of the change order reason categories. Hope you enjoy, and let us know if you have any feedback. Thanks.